Oh, y'all. Love and Marriage Huntsville came back on. Alabama back in the building. This my show, y'all. People from my home state, okay? And hey, it's Shay like the butter. So we gonna go ahead and get into this episode. Season 5, episode 1. That's how they had it listed. That's what I'm going for. Don't attack me. But we returned with Melody and Martell. It's coming back from her hosting the grand opening of, I'm sorry, y'all. I really don't remember whatever was going on in Huntsville the day was opening. She was hosting it. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna keep it real because I didn't go back and watch the previous episode to catch myself back up with it. I done forgot since then. So we gonna go with that. They're coming in. Her and Martell sitting down. Awkward. After her mama take the kids or whatever, and they had like them a little moment, but baby, it was awkward. They was looking at each other crazy and stuff. And then they started playing Teen Mom music. You know, like that music that come from Teen Mom. Then Martell like, oh, like, congratulations on your first day with, your new gig. He like, give me a high five. And baby Melody put her head down low. I ain't finna give you no high five. No. Mm-mm. No, I ain't finna give you no high five, child. But they're having a little conversation. So it goes to Martell and his confessional. He like, yeah, it's like a little awkwardly in Melody, but she know how to push my buttons. But as if you don't push nobody else's buttons. If you don't push hers, child, please act like you the cause of her pushing your buttons. Martell, please stop it, son. Son, son. Like your mama say, son. You my boy. I just don't want you. Yeah, stop it. Nerve-wracking self. But yeah, he's saying that they need to get along for the kids, and he see it as a step in the right direction. And that could be true if you learn how to act. If you learn how to act, goodbye. But I see Melody's getting her makeup done, and y'all, yeah, I see her makeup artist using real technique. Okay, girl. I love them brushes. Those are like some of my favorite brushes. But anyway, I love those makeup brushes, y'all. I love them. I love them. But anyway, yeah. Martell, you need to learn how to act. And her mom comes in, they having a conversation. I see Melody didn't put on her Beyonce wig, child. Martell didn't call her Beyonce, so she done went on threw on the Beyonce wig. But yeah, her mom had a conversation about, she was surprised that he brought the kids or whatever. And Melody was like, yeah, well, I was surprised too. And so she just says how the divorce affected her mom and how her mom loved Martell. And that's understandable because with them being married, families connecting, gaining bonds, things of that nature. So, and he made that decision to mess everything up. And so now those are the consequences, and that's what happens, baby. And she was right. It does affect everybody that's around you and everybody that's involved. So, yep, she was right on that. Mm-hmm. And so Martell, he's saying that it's good for the kids to see that their mom living her dreams, even though it's bittersweet for him. I wonder why. Because you can't benefit from it no more. Poor Martell. Oh, poor Martell. So we head to Tennessee. Tennessee. Take me to another place. Take me to another land. Up to the couples retreat with the rest of the couples, which is Letitia and Marceau, Maurice and Kimmy, and Tiffany and Lewis. So yeah, they meeting up for the couples retreat with Dr. Francis. And Kimmy and Maurice, they arrive first, and Maurice lets them know, yeah, Dr. Francis, you fixed me. Yeah, I didn't think I needed to come. Maurice, yeah, you weren't fixed, hon. You weren't fixed. You're not a machine. You're not a computer. You're not an air conditioner where we need to come in and tweak it. Like, no, sir. But there is improvement for life, and yeah, you do need that counseling. So go on, sit your butt down and enjoy the weekend. And then Maurice butt gonna have the nerve to talk about when we leave, are you gonna have a fix? Child, Maurice, sit down and shut up. Shut up. And then next, Tiffany and Lewis come in. And so Lewis says that, he's interested in getting to know the Scotts better. And also, he's optimistic about, what Dr. Francis can have in store for them and, improving their relationship. And then Tiffany butts in and she says that, yeah, she is hoping Dr. Francis can go ahead and convince Lewis and having a baby. Yeah, like that's gonna happen. And then we noticed that we're missing a couple, Letitia and Marceau. Why are they late when Letitia is the one that set this whole couple street up with Dr. Francis anyway? Yeah, I'm confused on that. Okay. And so Kimmy goes ahead and she gives them a call because she like, oh, I ain't surprised they late because clearly that's something that they do often. They're the couple that's always going to be late. And so she calls, she like, oh, we had a problem with a nanny. And then this happened. And then it's traffic. Everybody else came there on time. So I don't know how much traffic y'all ran into that made y'all late like that. I'm confused. And so, yeah, it's clear that Letitia did not tell Marceau what was going on and Dr. Francis was going to be there because he was shocked. And once he found out that Dr. Francis was going to be there, baby, he said he did not want to go. Like, people like, oh, I want to go to the doctor. I want to go to the doctor. Marceau, bring your butt on. You better bring your butt on and come into this dang on with this doctor because you know you need to go. You need therapy. Who you think you is. Y'all men, baby. Yes, baby, you need therapy, okay? It's okay. It's okay. You need help. And it's all right. Dr. Francis let them know. Dr. Francis let them know, I'm not here to fix you. I'm not a mechanic. So yeah, yo, you're not an engine. The engine light is not on and I'm not here. No, I don't do none of that. I'm not here to fix you. This is not what this is. But Tiffany ends up getting a phone call. She like, oh, well, I got to get up and take this. Dr. Rez is like, what? Okay. And y'all, I'm sorry, but I do not like what Kimmy has on in this confessional look. I don't like it. I'm sorry, it's ugly. And so Kimmy says in the confessional, we all had stuff to do and Tiffany need to do better. And so Marie says that, Dr. Francis doesn't like putting work before your spouse. And when he fixed him, he learned that. But we gonna see if he really learned for real, for real. Dr. Francis let Lewis know your wife got a phone call. So the word for today is gonna be commitment. Commitment, okay? Because he says, he's committed. His wife is committed. They done took the time out of their schedule to come and be with them for this retreat. And Tish and them late. Tiffany going, taking phone calls. Like, what's going on? I'm going to need for y'all to be committed to something. And I'm going to need you to be committed to this moment and what we came here to do for this weekend, for this couple retreat. And that's on that, okay? And he lets Lewis know that Tiffany has competing interests. Like, she committed to be here, but she gone somewhere else taking a phone call. She can't be two places at once. So she's going to have to pick a struggle. Well, not a struggle, but she's going to have to pick one. And he is very much so right. Dr. Francis is like, somehow, this isn't important for her. And then Lewis get offensive. Oh, well, I'm going to let her speak for herself. Okay, Lewis. Well, we'll wait till she gets here. I'm pretty sure he's going to tell her about herself. He talking about, I also know where we at. Where are y'all? At a couple's retreat. But where's your wife? In the back taking a phone call. Oh, okay, sir. And y'all, Dr. Francis has a confessional. Okay, Dr. Francis, look at him. But yeah, he talking about Tiffany when she going to take that work call. And how she got up and left Lewis sitting there by herself looking crazy. That ain't right. You can't do that. So Lewis gets up to check on Tiffany, asking her, like, what's going on? So she's like, yeah, what? Yeah, I'm just getting out the phone call. And so Lewis lets her know that, we're going to have a fun conversation about commitment once we get back up to the front. And being committed to the moment and the couples retreat. And then her response is going to be, are the other Scots here? Why are you worried about them? Why do you care if they're there or not? Mind your business. Worry about yourself and what's going on with you and your husband. Letitia and Marceau have arrived. And Dr. Francis and his wife are like, oh, she's not looking too happy getting out the car. So we hear that Tisha has lost a close friend. Sorry for her loss. And also, for her friend's family as well. As you know, more than likely, we know she has family also. So, that's a sad situation with losing somebody that's close to you. Family, friend, whatever, coworker, if they're close to you, it's hard to lose somebody. And it's a lot of death that's going on. And it's a lot to bear in these times, in the last couple of years. And I know a lot of other people can relate to that. We seen Dr. Heavenly with, having her mom in hospice coming, so it's a lot of that going on. A lot of that happened with my family as well. It's just sad. But I hope everybody pulls through it. So we run across Martell and his mom, Martell and mama, going for a ride to go pick up the kids from school. So yeah, she happy. Let's go get my grandbabies. Go get my grandbabies. And she all happy, child. So he makes sure he lets his mom know, even though it was his week, that he took the kids to support Melody. And now that I'm thinking about it, Melody didn't let those kids go to the book signing, so now he's trying to throw that in her face. Well, I did take the kids to go to your event, which I mean, I could understand it, but to me personally, you did that just so you can make sure you could throw that in her face, like, oh, well, I did this for you. Like, okay, congratulations. What you want, a cookie? But here go his mama praising him. Yeah, son, I just don't like how she treat my boy. I don't like that. I just mind my business. Girl, that you was talking about that girl. I'm sorry, mama, but you was. You was. And I don't know if it was true or not. I can't speak on that. I don't know. But you was talking about her, and that's a problem. That's a problem. I feel like for the most part, especially on these cameras and stuff, grandparents need to mind their business and kind of bag back and stay up out of it to keep down confusion. That'll be a part of the problem now. That'll maybe ease some stuff up. Because if we can't come in and try to ease it and clear air and clear the situation, and the negative little stuff don't need to be said. But yeah, ma'am, your son, he need to take some accountability though. At the end of the day, you just can't graze over what he done did and act like he ain't the cause of a lot of stuff that's happening and what's going on. I'm pretty sure you can understand it. Like, don't play games. But the kids, they're happy to see Martell and his mama pick them up. And so, that's pretty much the end of that scene. So the couples are starting up everything again. They gave Letitia and Marceau some time from, what was going on with their friend passing away. And so now they're about to start up the conversation again with the couples. And so Dr. Francis, he's just like, he's not going to really address, their tardiness with Marceau and Tisha because of the loss of their friend. But Tiffany, on the other hand, got her butt up and left and went to go take that phone call. Yeah, she ain't committed. So Dr. Francis let them know, hey, are y'all going to play a game? Are you willing to be honest, vocal, I think, and committed? Let me know if I'm wrong. I'm sorry, but I know it was honest. You gonna play a game, or is y'all gonna be committed to what's going on? Yeah, which one is it? So Marceau lets us know again that he wasn't expecting a weekend of therapy. I don't know why he didn't expect that, but okay. But surprisingly, he's willing to be open to the process and learn something. Okay, Marceau. What? What Tisha slipped in his drink? And so Dr. Francis also writes that you are only as strong as your last successful challenge. So he calls out Tiffany in that phone call and how she left Lewis to do this by himself with this couples retreat with them sitting down having their session. And so he also, reiterates how he sat there and took up for her. So he's like, well, that's my wife. I'm going to stand up for her. Okay. And Dr. Francis lets them know, you're protecting your wife at your own expense of growth. Let that fear go, brother. Yeah. I mean, I guess I can understand that and I can see that. And so here goes Tiffany putting it off on the other couples. I was just waiting for the session to begin for the other couples to get here. It already began. They were late, and it was going to come to them about them being late, but you guys were there. So that was the start of the session. It didn't matter if they were there or not. Why are you worried about them? Worry about the moment and what's going on with you and your husband. That's why you're here. And so Tiffany is like, well, work is a priority. And so Dr. Francis let her know, baby, you don't sleep with work, you don't drink work, you don't sleep with work, you don't dress work, you don't do none of that. You're doing that with your husband, okay, girl? Yeah, that don't have nothing to do with work. But she lets him know that there was no opportunity to remove that from her schedule, so she had to step away for that call. So, she's not as committed as she says she is. And so Dr. Francis let her know, yeah, you can schedule your way out of your marriage. Yeah, so go ahead and do it. And then Maurice gonna say, ooh, I'll play too much. And so Tiffany is like, they're in unison to what's happening right now. And Dr. Francis lets them know that they're content with not having any change. Yeah. So go ahead. Cut up, girl. Cut up. And now she wants to take defense because she's getting called out. Okay. So Kimmy lets them know, like, hey, we had conversations and I thought it was, some problems with your marriage, with you guys and time and working things and whatnot. So what is that supposed to mean? And then this fool, Tiffany, gonna say she 100% present at home and at work. Houseway, how you gonna do that? How? Oh, okay. Girl. Kimmy let her know, no, you can't do that, girl. And so Dr. Francis' wife says, so y'all like to play games, and I'm sorry, yeah, if I didn't mention this before, but his wife's name is Marlo, okay? But they're about to play this game where they're going to tie each other, like each individual couple is going to tie each other by the ankle, and they're going to walk around for 15 minutes. We're going to see how this is going to go. So, y'all, surprisingly, it looks like it was a little hard and a little rough for Kimmy and Maurice, and then Tiffany over there being lazy. Oh, Louis, pick me up, Louis. But y'all, it shocked me that Marceau and Tisha, actually worked pretty good together with that exercise. So wow, y'all gonna let Marceau and Tisha outdo y'all. Alrighty then. Then we have Melody and Stormy. I don't like Stormy, y'all. I don't like her. She mean and she rude. She got smart with my friend online one time, but that's neither here or there. But I don't like her. But yeah, Stormy, they meeting up or whatever. Stormy invited Melody over to her Zen room, and they're actually sound bowls. So Stormy's naming everything like the bowls or whatever. And so she's like, these are the solar plexus, and this is the root, and this is the heart. And Melody's like, okay, okay. Oh, that's the heart. Okay, that's important. Yeah, okay. Was in there, and so she lets her know that it's pretty much every day. And so it helps her unwind from a trying day. And I can understand that. That sounds like something that could be helpful. But I still don't like them. So pretty much they get into Melody's event, and Melody's like, why you didn't come? So she like, oh, somebody had a graduation or whatever. She lets her know like about Martell popping up and how at first, they didn't know how it was going to go because, Martell can't act a fool, and yes, he can't act a fool. So yeah, I would have been concerned about him just being there as well. Like, oh, hey, Martell. And that's what she was giving to, hey, yeah, awkward, like I said. But she spoke on like her mom and Martell's relationship, and once again, how that has changed because everything that's transpired between the two of them, and how Martell and Martell's mom and Melody's relationship is pretty much non-existent because everything that's going on and like the stuff that was being said on the TV show and things of that nature about their divorce. So I mean, I can understand that. And she was like, when there's war, there's casualties, and that is true. Like when you go through all that and y'all go through that divorce and stuff like that, baby. From what I done seen, I haven't went through no divorce. I ain't married either, but baby, when I done seen it, it's been a mess. So I can understand that. But it was crazy though, because when she said it, Stormy was looking like, oh wow, like dang. But it's messed up that they like Melody and Martell Mama had that close relationship, and then now it's messed up because of starting off from the root on what her son did. But Tisha is asking Marcel how he's feeling so far. So he lets her know he didn't appreciate being ambushed because he didn't know he was going on a couple's therapy session trip, a couple's therapy retreat. He thought they were just going on a couple's trip. So he was ambushed. But if she probably would have told you that, you wouldn't have came. So don't play stupid or don't play geek. Maurice is asking Kimmy about how she's feeling. So, she's just like, that game that they played spoke volumes about their relationship because Maurice was holding her too tight and she could not walk. And so then he's going to take offense by that and say, oh, I held you too, so you say I held you too tight, so I let you go. But she lets him know that no, you were holding me tight. That means like to loosen up a little bit, not let me go, but loosen up. Why can't you get that concept? I don't understand how that went over your head, or you playing games. I don't be knowing that about people. Are you playing games or is it going over your head? Because it could be a flip of the coin. We really don't know. But if I ask you that, please tell me and be honest, for real, because don't play stupid with me. Please don't, because I've been a child. No, we don't permit violence or condone violence. But he gonna also say though that once she let him take the lead, then everything soothed it over. With when she was trying to take the lead, then it was confusion. Boy, I get over this big man trip over, oh, I'm supposed to be the lead. No, baby, you can help me. I can help you steer the way. It's not just you supposed to be the lead and you're supposed to be the one that has the control. I can help you steer the way, but shut up, Maurice. Learn from Dr. Francis. Continue seeing Dr. Francis because clearly you need it. So Lewis lets us know he's glad that the session is over today because he tired of them being beat up on for today. I'm glad. And Tiffany once again lets us know that, yeah, it'll be best for us to hear from all of the couples. So she's still not recognizing that she doesn't need to be concerned or worried about what's going on with all of the couples. She needs to be worried about what's going on with her and Lewis. I don't get why she don't understand that. Tiffany, be concerned about what's going on with you and Lewis. You and Lewis, please. And so Dr. Francis asks what they got out of the day. And so Marceau gives one of his isms. I'm not even finna get into that, y'all, but he gives one of his little isms, child. Marceau isms, that is. And then Tisha, she's like, as a mother of younger kids, she has to split her time in half between her kids and her husband. Dr. Francis, he tells them that that's why you do your best at teaching your children how to be independent. But once they get independent, then you're suffering through empty nest syndrome. So we get a smile from Tiffany and Lewis. So he like, oh, we got some takers on this subject. And so they pretty much let us know how it's been push and pull about, them having children. They've had that conversation from the beginning. They thought about having kids with each other, but it's still something that as of now still hasn't just come to a head with equal acknowledgement on if we're going to have kids or not. But child, Dr. Francis' wife, them looks, they was just killing me. But we go over, Tiffany with her being a foster kid. We also learn a little more about with her adoptive parents that they were on drugs. So, she's taking three big losses. Her being adopted, her adoptive parents being on drugs, and then also with her first marriage, not working out. So she's had three big L's. And so that could be a reason, why she wants to have that baby is, or why she wants to have children is because, she knows that when you have kids, that's unconditional love, and you know that your kids will never leave you, or you hope your kids will never leave you, because sometimes they will. They probably will kill you. Better watch out. But yeah, but I can understand that. So she gets emotional, and that's a lot, because I don't know anything about that. I grew up in a 2-parent household, not like Ariane. My parents were actually married. My mom and dad were together. But 2-parent household, real one. But I never had to go through anything like that, so I can't really relate like that. But I do feel for her and anybody else that goes through that. Oh yeah, y'all, and I forgot. I like Tiffany confessional look. She finally looked like something, y'all. And I'm not saying like, oh, like she just looked a banging, but I'm talking about she this confessional look to me personally is her best. And from what we've seen so far, this is her best. She look good right here. And then, Tiffany lets us know that she hasn't even heard those words lost, like it being put to her in that way. And so, it's opening her up to see or look at things differently. But Marceau want to know, how would you do with having a new baby when, we have been speaking on time and y'all not having enough time? So how is that going to work? And so, Tiffany's like, well, I'm a agent of chaos. And so he's like, you going to put a baby in a chaotic situation? What? And, him and Tiffany had a little moment. She's like, well, pretty much I can handle it. And she's just like, it's always going to be something that's happening. And that is true. It's always going to be something. Marceau is going to say, Lewis, do you think you're going to get more or less? And Lewis, more or what? Lewis, you know you said you weren't getting no Uchi. You know that. You know that. So stop playing. Stop playing. And you want it because you was complaining about it and crying about it from the last season before the season ended a couple months ago. Yeah. So you don't know what he talking about. And then talking about with sex be exhausted? No. Child, you gonna be bothered, you gonna be crying, and you gonna be complaining about it. And Dr. Francis want to know how many philosophy books has Lewis read. Lewis like a lot. Dr. Francis said, I could tell. And then Lewis gonna say the student becomes the teacher in some type of way. And Marceau gonna say, so are you the teacher now? Are you the teacher, Lewis? Are you the teacher now? He gonna say in this marriage he is, boy, good. What that supposed to mean? And Tiffany's just like, yeah, he always got something to say. But what he teaching me? Loose lip Lewis. But I don't know what he done taught me. But she said philosopher Lewis. I say loose lip. And so Dr. Francis let him know that you good at doing this, but you don't personalize a lot of stuff that's going on with yourself. And to do that, you have to be vulnerable and having to deal with the pain. And you can't do that. And here go Lewis, just like Tiffany. Both of y'all, baby, y'all been getting offended this whole episode. This has been so funny though. It's funny how like Kimmy and Maurice them, and I guess because the heat ain't been on them yet. So once we see the heat get on them yet, because when the kitchen gets, if the kitchen hot, get out the kitchen. I can't remember how that saying goes, sorry. But yeah, they can't stand it. They can't stand the heat, so they need to get out the kitchen. That's what it is. But we don't know if that's going to come up with the next episode. But baby, they are not liking being under this fire. And it's okay. Remember transparency, right? We're transparent. But Kimmy, like, I got a question because, Dr. Francis trying to tell you some things. You say another. But, like, what's up? What is up? I want to know what's up. And I'm with you, Kimmy. I want to know what's up, too. But I mean, y'all, pretty much that is the end of the episode. I'm sorry. That's the end. That's pretty much the end. But, child, it was a pretty good episode for the beginning. To me personally, I enjoyed. I was into it, and it seemed like the rest of the season gonna be explosive. Here go the little pictures, y'all. But hey, just remember to give your thoughts and opinions on what happened with tonight's episode. Let me know what you guys think. If you on YouTube, remember to subscribe to this channel, like, follow, and comment, because that's going to help me, you guys. Also, if you want, you can go to TikTok if you're a TikTok user, and you can follow me on TikTok. It's the same name, Shay Like the Butter. Look me up, y'all. Bye.